Hi, I'm Ray Herrera. I own Chilanthropy. It's an eco-conscious candle and spa and body line. I live my life as eco as possible, and I wanted to make sure that the company that I own emulated that. Burning a candle isn't the most eco thing to do, so I figured if you're going to burn a candle, why not make sure that everything inside of it is as pure and organic and natural as possible. So what I did is I searched the world for the purest soy wax available, and I found eco soy wax, which is paraffin-free, it's pesticide-free, and it's actually biodegradable. The wicks I use are all pure 100% cotton. The oils that I use are all natural and have essential oils blended into them, so whenever you burn the candle, whatever you're inhaling is good for you. So my candle line is based on my travels. When I'm on vacation, I'll come up with a fragrance or a scent, whatever I'm inspired by, whatever I see or smell or touch. And I just kind of wanted to recreate that for someone else to enjoy. I have 8 different fragrances. The very first candle that I made was the Manuel Antonio candle, which is ginger and papaya. A trip to Manuel Antonio, Costa Rica, it was very tropical, very fresh, lots of fruits. Ginger and papaya was everywhere, growing wild. So it had to be ginger and papaya, and I wanted to make the house smell exactly what Costa Rica smelled like. The second candle I made was the Yucatan candle. I wanted to recreate what the beaches of the Yucatan Peninsula were like. What inspired me on that trip was actually by a drink that I had sitting on the beach. It was a pomegranate and grapefruit margarita. That was how I wanted to recreate that, sitting on the beach, looking at the tropics, and enjoying yourself. The Wenatchee candle is close to my heart. With a Wenatchee candle, to recreate what a forest smells like, I wanted to do something a little different than just a pine or aspen or something like that. So Wenatchee is a cedarwood and moss candle. Driving down the freeways are just lined with huge, huge trees that are covered in moss that's just dripping off of all the branches. And a really verdant forest. If you step outside, it's just crisp and clean and fresh, and I wanted to recreate that. So with the cedarwood and moss, I think I achieved that by just smelling what a clean, fresh forest smells like. The Cabaret candle is tobacco and rose. People ask me, why tobacco and rose? If you've ever smelt a fine cigar box or fresh tobacco leaves when someone's rolling a cigar, there's nothing quite like it. It's very masculine, yet I cut it with a rose to add some femininity to it, and it's a perfect blend. My friend Emily Bergel, who is an actress on Desperate Housewives and now starring in her own cabaret where she's touring around the country, I figured I'd honor her with that. Backstage, she has roses all over her dressing table. And one of the stagehands is usually smoking a cigarette, and the combination of tobacco and roses really kind of spoke to me, and I came home and I blended it together, and it worked, and it came out really nice. The Barcelona candle is very near and dear to my heart, and one of my most favorite cities in the world. If you walk down the Eixample district or Las Ramblas, people are on the sides having coffee and enjoying themselves. And just the romance of the city wanted me to recreate a fragrance that spoke romance. And to me, sandalwood and vanilla, the blend of the two, was perfect for that. It was just real subtle, the sweet vanilla, the rich wood of sandalwood blended together, kind of made me feel like I was walking down the Eixample district. The Kanapali candle is, of course, fresh coconut. It just seemed like the right fragrance to recreate, because when you think of Hawaii, almost immediately you think coconut. Our newest addition to the candle line at Chilanthropy is the Big Sur candle. I was inspired by a recent trip to Big Sur, California, with rolling hills and the high cliffs and the crashing waves and all the campfires that people had. I wanted to exactly recreate that campfire smell with smoked redwood. The Yelapa candle is definitely one of our most interesting and intriguing candles in our line. It's Mexican hot chocolate. It's rich chocolate, hot cocoa with a little bit of cinnamon and spicy chilies. It's just a perfect blend to end a perfect day.